So one of the hottest topics over the past few months regarding Twitch has been money and the 70-30 split going away and now going to 50-50. And in response to that, a lot of streamers said, hey, I'm going to go to YouTube. I'm not going to get my money. This is fucked up. I deserve my 70-30 split. And so on one side, you have people saying, I agree with that. That's fucked up. I should get my money. Why are you going to take money away from me when I should be getting it all? And you know what? To an extent, that's a fair point. But then on the other side, you have people saying, dog, you already make so much fucking money and you're already in the top 1% of people who even had the 70-30 split to begin with. So I don't really care anyway, which basically means you have big streamers supporting big streamers saying, hey, we deserve our money or else we're going to go somewhere else because we make your top viewership. And then you have the other side with viewers and then streamers who never even had the 70-30 to begin with and never even had the opportunity to even maybe get it, saying, well, I never had the option to begin with and you guys already make a fuckload of money. So I don't really care and I'm not really going to be able to do much to help you anyway. And so last night on stream, twitch.tv/thisiswasabi with 2 eyes. Come on by. I would love to see you there. We came across a clip that showcased Twitch's bounty program. Now, if you don't know what a bounty program is, it's essentially Twitch's way of giving you an option to do sponsored content for money in return. So let's say that you were offered to do Genshin Impact for 30 minutes and in return you get paid $5,000. Well, that's exactly what this program is. And my God, the amount of money that they pay out for such little time put into promoting the content. Look at that. So this is the bounty board. These are bounties. Stream Doritos, Triangle Island, and Fortnite for 30 minutes. You make $3,000. Stream synced for 1 hour. Almost $5,000. Streams Stylecraft. I don't know if this is supposed to be Starcraft. I never heard of Stylecraft, but stream Stylecraft for 1 hour, $3,800. Yeah, it's a fuckload of money. Look at this shit. It's fucking crazy. And stream Genshin Impact for 1 hour, $7,300, almost $7,400. It's fucking crazy. And that's why it's so mind blowing to me when the whole debate came up and people were like, oh my God, we're not making a lot of money. Our money's being cut in half. We're not having a sustainable income. It's being hurt. It's like, what? It's like, come on, let's be real here. I bet you wish you were on that for the Genshin. Oh, hell yeah. Man, if I got paid $7,400 for Genshin, I would do it all day. I would have no problem. Like, I play Genshin on my own free time. You pay me $7,400? I'll praise Genshin all day, even though I already love Genshin. Should Twitch even be paying that much? I mean, the thing is that those budgets, and from what I've understood and everything that I've researched into, Twitch still takes a cut of that money. I don't know if that's the money that the streamer themselves gets pure, or if that's, like after Twitch takes their cut, or if that's the amount of money in total and then Twitch takes a cut from that. I couldn't tell you. I would have to read into that, but it's fucking wild. Now, one other thing I want to note that I didn't really go over on stream was I'm aware that every bounty has a different qualification for max number of viewers, minimum number of viewers. That's how much you get paid out. It's not exactly, hey, you just do it and then you get paid. I'm fully aware of that. But on the other hand, let's be real here. If you look at any top streamer, they're normally blowing these fucking numbers out of the water. They're always hitting a pretty high consistent viewer count, 5K, 10K, sometimes 15K plus at all times. So I'm pretty sure they're not struggling to meet those numbers regardless, which is the whole reason why they keep doing sponsored streams to begin with. So I just wanted to put that out there in case someone wanted to type that in the comment and let me know about that. What really bothers me when I did this video on Trainwreck's bullshit, where was it? Twitch has built an empire off our backs and has the audacity to spit in all our faces by not giving us no financial security. No financial security? Someone could stream something for an hour and they'll make more money than most people would make in a fucking month. These out of touch remarks and statements those are the few things that really irritate me. I'm all for people getting their money that they believe they deserve if it's in the right. Like I'm all for that. But when you start preaching that you're going to be some homeless dude living on the streets because you got your money, even though you made over 100,000 and now it's going to get cut in half after that, that you're somehow not gonna be financially stable anymore, it's fucking ludicrous to me. Now, I just want to add on real quick. I'm not trying to say that big streamers aren't allowed to get their money. They're not allowed to get their bag. If they believe they should have 70/30, then more power to them. They can have it. At the end of the day, once you get to their size, essentially it becomes a business. And when you're a business, your goal is to get the most amount of money as possible. So I'm not going to knock them for that. Like, they're still in their right to want to get their fair 70/30 split, especially if they've had it all this time. But at the same time, don't expect people to be like, oh my God, I feel for you, man. That's tough. That's a struggle. I relate to that hardcore. When for a majority of these people, we barely make enough money to survive month by month. So I'm just saying. So when I see one try and rally and say, oh, Twitch is hurting all the streamers and this is a big L for all of us. It's more of a big L for you because for a majority of streamers, they were never on a 70/30 split to begin with. They weren't given that many options to make money on the platform. So they're not being affected the same way that the top 1% streamers are being affected. It's going to be a lot harder to have people sympathize with you and relate to your struggles and not being able to make more fuck you money. Especially at the same time when you have options such as the bounty board. And then even though it's shitty, right? You know, I'm not going to deny it. It's pretty trash, but you have the ad incentive program. Some streamers get a ludicrous amount of money for playing a certain amount of ads per hour. It's fucking wild. And then it's not even counting if they have merchandise or the sponsorships they get. You remember Trainwrecks sponsored gambling streams? That's a lot of money coming in. You know for a fact they're paying a pretty hefty penny for those type of streams. So for a majority, if not all big streamers, they got a lot of revenue sources coming in for money. The only real people who are going to be affected by the 70/30 split to 50/50 are going to be the streamers who don't want to partake in the ad incentive program or the bounty board. The very select few streamers who want to keep their stream pure, they just want to have their money come in through subs and that's it. Those are going to be the people who are genuinely affected the most. It's then at the same time, then you see motherfuckers, they donate hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars to these motherfuckers. And I'm just like, you could be using that money elsewhere or just use it better. Again, I'm all for people, hey, they want to spend their money any way they want to, that's fine. It is what it is. But when you really put into perspective of how much money a lot of like top streamers make, I mean, at what point do you just realize that throwing your money that way is kind of almost a waste? It's not beneficial to them because they already got so much money. It's almost like fuck you money at that point. Also, I just want to add in here real quick because I know someone's probably going to hit the comments and say, hey, well, I'm supporting my favorite streamer. You know, I love what they do. They impacted my life, yada, yada, yada. I mean, again, it's as I said in the clip, you're more than welcome to do it. It's your choice. It's your money. That's fine. But the thing is, once streamers get to a certain point of wealth, you're kind of just throwing money at the wind. You're better off just giving that money to someone on the street at that point because they will at least be able to have more use for it. It's essentially the equivalent of donating money to Mr. Beast. He's never going to see it. He's never going to acknowledge it. And the money that you give to him is not even going to be enough for him to even care about because he makes so much more in a second anyway. I'm just saying you're better off keeping that money for yourself and either A, buying merchandise from them. I think that would be a lot more beneficial because at least you get something in return. Or I guess donating the money to charity or buying something to treat yourself. You would be way better off doing that than just donate money to them for no fucking reason at this point and not even getting anything in return. Watch a trailer. Watch a fucking movie trailer for almost $1,200. It's fucking crazy. I understand it's a bit because a lot of them are early businesses, but it comes off really, and that's what I'm saying, right? Like, on one hand, from a business perspective, I get it. Get your money. Like, if you feel like you're owed money to X certain amount thing, if you feel like you're guaranteed money to a certain threshold, sure, go for it. If you feel like you owed it, that's great, but don't expect other people to really go to bat for you. It's the same reason why when the 70/30 split argument came up and you had everyone now talking about it, at least the big streamers, and they're like, oh my God, we're losing our 70/30 split. Twitch is going to die if we leave. You know how many streamers don't have that 70/30 split? And then the next part was just the fact that a lot of small streamers were then like, yeah, where is our split? You know them 70/30 split streamers that had it before all this shit went down, they were not batting for other people to get their 70/30 split. They got theirs. It was a situation of the big streamer got their cut and that was a wrap. Now, it's not to say that there weren't some big streamers that might have advocated to try and do a fair split to all streamers, or they were trying to fight for it. I can't speak for every big streamer, but I know for a huge fucking fact that no big streamer was going to bat trying to fight for a 70/30 split for all small streamers or any other size streamer. They only cared about their split And that was it. So when I saw this whole shit go down, and I saw like all these streamers coming out the woodworks, and they're like, I'm not getting my split. This is terrible. Twitch is gonna go down. I might switch to YouTube. No, the fuck you're not. Like, let's be real here. No, you're not. There's no shot it works. It's so baffling when I see those takes as well too, because the reason why streamers stay on Twitch to begin with is because users typically are more willing to spend more money on that platform, and depending on how big your stream is, depends on how much of a reach you will have to viewers. You will not have that on YouTube. And the other thing is, a lot of Twitch streamers don't make content. They don't make videos. Like for me, right? This whole YouTube channel would be dead. If I did not make content, this channel would be dead. If I wasn't a YouTube creator first, and then Twitch streamer or YouTube streamer, whatever word you want to come for it second, this would all be nothing. I wouldn't have anywhere to go. It wouldn't work. But because I am a YouTube creator and I make videos first and I prioritize that first and then everything else second, then I have a better opportunity to reach more people on YouTube, as opposed to the random Twitch streamer that tries to work on their YouTube as like posting Twitch highlights and shit like that, and then trying to get everyone to go over to their Twitch. It doesn't work. How did one get the 70-30 split? So back then on Twitch, the way someone got a 70-30 split was, it was pretty much written into your contract. Let's do, for example, Kai, right? Kai's on here. Let's say he was back around Twitch and he was popular back in the early days when Amazon first bought it. That was a really good time to get a 70-30 split. You could argue and fight for that in your contract. And then now, of course, he's on a 50-50 split. Same for probably some of these other streamers, or they'll go to it once their contract ends. And that was the other thing, was a lot of people were saying, and I say a lot of people, but just in general, just streamers in general were saying, oh, well, I'm going to go to YouTube and get my bag because they got a 70-30 split. You're going to make less money when you get your 70-30 on YouTube than you will on your 50-50 at YouTube, because of the amount of people you're going to get, or the amount of people you're going to reach on Twitch. It's the same thing with the whole Steam versus Epic store, right? Epic allows 90 or 95% cut to the developers, while Steam does the 70-30 split. Most developers still put their games on Steam first, because the amount of money that they make from Steam, the amount of people they reach on Steam, is far greater than whatever money they'll make from a better cut on the Epic game store. It's just pure logic. It's not even like an opinion there. It's just a pure hard fact. And I feel like that's part of the reason why you don't see people really discussing the 70-30 or dealing more with Twitch, or how it's about to die and everyone's going to move over. Like, I would see streamers sometimes talk about, oh, I might switch over to YouTube, and then they just secured their bag on Twitch and then they just re-signed a contract for who knows how many more years. But they're actually not going to leave YouTube. You're not supposed to show your bounty board. That's why he was like, oh shit, oh, I showed this, you weren't supposed to see this, because this is not something you're supposed to see. This is not something that viewers are supposed to see. This is supposed to be on the streamer side only. I find it so intriguing when you see shit like this.